Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It's 9 o'clock actually. It's 9. It's 9 o'clock. I'm never going to get that right. It's 9 o'clock. It's time for a 5 by 5. This is where I take 5 subjects related to magic. I spend 5 minutes talking about each subject. I then move on to the next subject. It's quick, it's snappy, you never know what you're going to get. And now today I'm going to be doing another tutorial special. The tutorial specials are some of the most popular videos on this channel, and today I'm going to be talking about color changes with cards. Now everybody loves a good color change. There's millions of them out there. A lot of the standard ones like the twirl change, the Erdnase change, the shapeshifter, the snap change. They're very, very popular. But I wanted to go through on this video 5 color changes that you might not have seen before. These are 5 color changes that I use in my act. They're some of my favorite color changes to perform, and I don't see many people using them. And honestly, if you can get, the more color changes you have, the better, because each one of them can be a revelation. You can literally just do 5 color changes to 5 different groups and have 5 different tricks. So I think the more color changes that you can learn, the better, and different color changes are better for different situations. So today I'm going to go through my 5 favorite color changes. I will tell you that there are a ton more of these on the Netrix. It's my online streaming platform for magicians. So if you want to see more color changes and get access immediately, go to www.thenetrix.com. But in this video, I'm going to explain and teach 5 of my favorite color changes. Let's go to it. Okay, so the first force that we're going to be looking at is an old card manipulator sleight that you don't see many close-up workers using. It's kind of like a fan change. And there's a few different ways of doing this. Over the years, I've seen it done vertically. I've seen it done in many different ways. But this is kind of my favorite way of doing it. Let's say Michael's picked a card, and let's say this is Michael's card. So, Michael, that's your card?
Yeah.
And that card would get lost in the deck, so I have no idea where the card is, Michael. Honestly, I have no clue. I'm going to try and find your card with one cut. There we go. I think I've got it, Michael. I'm pretty sure. If this was your card, that would be good, right? Was your card the King of Spades?
No.
It wasn't?
Yeah? Was it? I've already forgotten. No.
You're not even paying attention, are you? Watch the King of Spades.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I just had to change that. That's the worst colour change in history.
That's why it was so confusing.
Turning a jack into a king. What is going on? Let's see if we can get a better colour change here. So we've got this card here. We've got the whoopsie. Oh no, I'm going to do this. Oh, for God's sake! If you're going to do it right, okay, let's try that again. So we've got this card here. We've got the card. Please don't do this to me. We've got the king. There you go.
Hey.
Did that look pretty good?
Yeah.
So that's the first color change. If you want to do it to reveal a selected card, I use this an awful lot in a multiple selection routine. If you want to use it to get a selected card, the card needs to be on top of the deck. And what you're going to do is you're going to kick cut half the cards over into your left hand. So the selected card is on top of this packet. Now your left hand is going to grip the half remaining in the right hand, and just grip it for a second, which is going to allow your right hand to snap it into a one-handed fan. If you don't know how to do a one-handed fan, my advice is to practice. It's not the hardest move in the world, but it's worth learning. So you do a one-handed fan. Now from this angle, what's going to happen here is as you gesture to this packet, your thumb is going to push. Notice I'm holding the fan between my forefinger and my thumb. These 3 fingers are doing nothing. So as I gesture to this packet, I'm going to steal this card away between the forefinger and the fingers. So I'm here, I come over, I steal that card. Can you see that there, Michael?
Yeah.
If I do this, can you see? I'm just pushing that over and stealing that card. And then I use the fan to flip over the next card, while still keeping that card there. Does that make sense? So if I do it from this angle, this should be a good angle. So I've got the King of Diamonds on top, which is the selected card. I snap a fan and I say I'm going to take this card here, and I've stolen that King of Diamonds as I flip over this card. So now this is really being held between the middle finger and the forefinger, and as I rub like this, I'm just going to allow this edge to drop here onto this packet, and I'm going to flip it over like that. So it's here, here, here. Now from this angle, let's do it again. snap the one-handed fan, flip this over. That should look pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the key thing is knowing your angles with this. This is a great thing to do walk around, because walk around this works really well. So because people are looking down at the hands, if you want to do it to a big group, you can. I do this on big tables, but you want to turn like this, so your body turn to the left, which looks fine because you're trying to like show this packet to everybody, and then you can just do the change. Now after the change has been done, I snap this packet back and I put it underneath this packet. So now I've got this card on top. I've actually got a double. So I could do a double turnover and change this back. Or if I wanted to, I could do, you know, something like this, and I could change it back that way, or I could do an Erdnase change, or any one of a million different color changes that I can do at this point to change that card. The advantage is logical. The advantage is you've got a perfect scenario here where you've got a double lift basically ready and willing to go. So one more time in full speed, and let's say this is their card here. You say, look, is this your card, the Jack of Spades? No. Well, look, if I rub it, it turns into the Two of Diamonds. How amazing is that? But the thing is, it's only an illusion. It looks like the Two of Diamonds, but reality, it looks like the Jack of Spades. So that's the first one. It's called the fan change. It's a really cool color change. Okay, so this next color change was one that I saw Patrick Page do many, many years ago. Anybody who knows me knows that Pat Page is one of my favorite magicians. He discussed this color change on a tricker tape video. Oh my God, Vic Pinto's tricker tape, VHS tapes, many, many years ago. That's how old I am, Michael. Do you remember VHS tapes?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I remember living in a house where we only had one VHS tape, and one VHS player, and we had to go to Blockbuster to get our VHS.
Blockbuster was the days.
That's the days, right? But Vic Pinto's tricker tape was the magic company in the UK, and Pat Page did a whole bunch of card videos, and this was on there. And I've never seen anyone else do this, and I don't know why, because it's really good. But let's say that you pick that card, yeah?
Yeah.
And we'll leave it down in the middle of the deck. We'll give the cards a few cuts. We'll give the cards a shuffle again. Michael, I have absolutely no idea where your card is. It's gone. Now, look, I'm going to take this card here, the Two of Diamonds. That's not your card, no? Watch, if I hit it, it turns into the Ten of Diamonds. Was that your card?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great visual color change. It's great to do in a series, like if you're doing a multiple selection routine and you want to very quickly find a card. It's a great visual one to do, and it looks really, really good. It really does. I don't know how that's being picked up on camera. Does that look good?
Yeah, that does look good.
Yeah. So in essence, what's happening is the card is on top of the deck. You've controlled it to the top. You hold the pack face up and you kick cut half the cards into your left hand so that the selected card is here in the right hand, and this packet goes on top for half of its length out jogged. Now, as soon as it goes onto the packet out jogged, you re-grip the deck like this. My fingers are on the right hand side, my thumb is on the middle, the left hand side. My forefinger is here like this. Can you see the forefinger behind here?
Yeah.
Forefinger's going to do everything. And I'm squeezing this packet together. It's really important this packet squeezes together, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just this top card, which is the Ten of Diamonds. I'm going to pull it down like that. Now, squeezing the packet helps you to do that. If you don't squeeze the packet, you might get two, but when you squeeze the packet, you get one, right? But they don't see that. You can't see that. It's happening there. It's impossible to see. You know, it just looks like you're holding the pack here, but I've got that little break with my forefinger. Now, in essence, in slow motion, what's going to happen is I'm going to hit this, and as I hit this, my forefinger is going to push that 10 down to cover it. Now, it's really important that this packet doesn't move, okay? It's really important that this packet doesn't move, because you want them to think that this card is changed and this packet doesn't have anything to do with it. Again, one more time, in slow motion, you do this, here, this packet stays where it is. Now, the interesting thing is, with the hit, you just can't tell that card has come forward. And that's the nice thing, there's no cover. So you've got the 10 here. Oh, let's get this right. Have I not put the 10 back? No, I've got a 2 there now. I kept looking, there's a 2. I've lost my 10. I don't care. We're going for the 2. So look, it just looks like it changes. Do you know what I mean? Now, you don't want to have, you only want to have 1 card come down. I actually sent 2 there. You want to, boom, that should look better. How does that look?
That does look good.
Yeah, so you want to be in that situation. So you want to have here, you go boom, like that. So I've got, let me get into the correct position and do it correctly. Correctly, it should look like this. Watch the 10 of spades. All I have to do is go boom, and it changes into the 9 of clubs, 10 of clubs into 9 of clubs. And then you put that packet on top there. So it's very easy to do as long as you can pull that 1 card down, but it looks really deceptive. You don't see that card come down because you pull it down quickly. So you want to get the card there. As you pull it down quickly and you do this, you just can't tell. It just looks like you hit it and it changes. So that is the Pat Page kind of hit change. Now, when Pat Page taught this on Tricky Tape, he then taught a follow-up change that he did straight after the hit change. We're going to go into that colour change next. So this is the variation of the Pat Page hit change. Let's get a good card on top. Let's say the 9 of diamonds. So this is the variation, and I actually prefer this one. This one looks like this. So look, do you see the 7?
Yeah.
If I put it on top of the pack, it turns into the 9. I love that. I just think that looks so good. So it's the same thing. So you've got the 9 there at the back, the selected card. You cut over and you put this here. So it's in exactly the same position as the hit change. And you're going to do the same thing. So you're going to squeeze the pack. And as I say, from here, from the back, you're just taking that card and you're just pulling it down like that, right? Just like in the hit change. So you're, let's make sure that we've got a good one. Yep, that's good. So we're here like this. Now the only difference here is when I pull that king down, I cover this packet to take this packet and put it on top. But as I do, as my fingers cover in slow motion, this card's going to come down as I cover and put it on top. And it looks like it changes as I move the pack. So in full speed, let's say their card was the 3 of diamonds. You're here in this situation. You go, was the King of Hearts your card? No, it wasn't. Was the 9 of diamonds your card? No. Well, look, if I would take that King of Hearts and put it on top, it turns into the 3 of diamonds. It looks really good. Now, if you combine those two, you've got a great 2-card revelation. So you can have 2 cards picked. Let's say that they have already been put on top of the deck. So we've got the 2 of clubs and we've got the 5 of diamonds. Okay. And let's just get a nice change here. So 2 clubs, 5 of diamonds. So you cut over and you go, look, I'm going to try and use this King of clubs to find your card. Watch, if I just hit it, it turns into the 5 of diamonds. Was that your card? It was. How amazing is that? That's pretty cool, right? Well, let me see if I can find your card. If I take that 5 of diamonds and put it on top, it turns into the 2 of clubs. And all you're doing is you're doing the hit change and the hit change variation. So when you do the hit change, it's revealing the first card. And then when you re-grip, and between cards, it's nice to kind of just like re-grip to give yourself another easy grab. And then you do that and you get the second card. So those 2 sleights are basically identical. It's just hitting as opposed to putting them on top. But you combine them together and they both look really good as a 2-card revelation. Okay, as we're on the subject of Pat Page, let's do another change, which Pat Page published many, many years ago on Tricky Tape. And I don't see anyone else doing this. Actually, the only other person I've seen do this is Nate Cranzo. And this is really cool. It's kind of like a pull-down change. Let me show you. So it's really designed for more of a one-on-one style of performance or a small group of people. So let's say that they've picked a 5 of spades and that card has been lost into the pack so that you have no idea where it is. It's been cut, it's been shuffled, and you don't know where it is at all. Let's actually get a better card than that to do the change with so it doesn't look terrible. There we go. So come in here and have a look at this. So you see the 4 of hearts there. Can you see that, Michael?
Yeah.
Watch that 4 of hearts. If I blow, it turns into the 5 of spades. That was the card, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. It's not one that you can get away with doing it to a big group as long as they're directly in front of you, but it's not one that you could do completely surrounded. I prefer doing it to one person and having them look at that card and then they see it change. It looks very, very strong. Now, what's actually happening here is you're holding the card that their selected card is second from the face. So you're holding the deck so that the pad of the little finger is on the lower indices. The fingers are on the right-hand edge and the thumb is on the left-hand edge. So with the grip like that, they can see that card. Now, all you're going to do is you're going to use your little finger to pull that card down like this. Now, if you look at it from the side, doesn't look very good. So that's why you kind of want to have people. And also it makes this noise, listen. It makes a noise. So that's why Pat Page suggested blowing at the same time. So you go, watch the 4. And it should look like it just changes. Now, the card is ending up in that position. So how, and Pat didn't really give you a solution on how to get out of that. I think it's like, I don't know. What I do is I just reverse it all the way to the back. So as I've done that, as I bring the deck up, I just reverse it the rest of the way. So now it's reversed. So now I can give the deck a cut and I can say, you're probably wondering where the card was, the original card, well, it's down in the middle of the deck. So if you look at it from here, you'll see it. So let's say I'm changing the 3 of clubs. So it would look like this. Watch the 3, change, do this, cut the deck, and the 3's in the middle. Okay. So here, just practice. And you want to give it a shake as well as you do it, just a little gentle shake. So it's a blow and a shake, and it really looks quite good. It's a great one-on-one trick. It's a great trick to do as long as you can control the viewing angle of the people that are watching you. But yeah, there you go. That is Pat Page's pull down. So Josh J showed me this many, many years ago, before the session was before Vanishing Ink even existed, when it was Andy Gladwin and Rob James running the session. Josh J was there lecturing, and he showed me this. And it was a long time ago, probably about 15 years ago. Matthew Underhill was there. I was on the World Magic Shop booth. That'll tell you how long ago it was. And let's say your card was the 6 of clubs. I don't know whose this is. Maybe you can tell me in the comments down below. I've seen lots of people do it, but I'm not 100%. I've always assumed it's Josh's sleight because he taught it in his lecture. If it's not, please let me know. That would be great. But let's say your card's the 6 of clubs. You take an invisible hair, you wrap it around and you do this, and then 8 of heart goes up and you go, it's not my card. And then you show your hand empty and you just rub. And as you do, the 8 of hearts changes into their card, the 6 of clubs. Did that look good?
Yeah, that did.
Cool. So what's actually happening here is it's a little bit like the Pat Page change that I told you about, where you're actually using your forefinger to pull that card down. But the grip of the hand is really important. These fingers are underneath, so the little finger, the ring finger, and the middle finger are underneath. The forefinger is curled behind, which means that it can very easily, if I squeeze the sides, I can push one card. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Bevel the cards and push one card. The thumb is the most important position. It's kind of covering a lot of the long edge because the base of the thumb is going to be the pivot point for the card. And this is just practice, but if you push with your forefinger, you will find that you can have that card just look like it's coming out the deck and rotating upwards. And all that's happening here is you're squeezing the deck like this. Your forefinger is pushing, and it continues to push, and it rotates around the thumb and comes up. And you keep it gripped in that position, and you go, is that your card? And they go, no. Now the next card down is going to be their card. Okay, so you push the first card, boom, comes up, is that your card? And they go, no. The next card down is their card. So I'm going to push the next one up again and have it cover that first one. Now, what hides that is your hand. So you go, is that your card? And they go, no. And then you show this hand and you cover up here. And what you're going to do is you're going to use your fingers. Let me do it from this angle. That's probably a better angle to do it from. So you do here like this, and you have that first card pivot up like this. You then push the second card, and this hand is going to cover, and your fingers and thumb are just going to square up this as if you're kind of just rubbing it, and you get that moment, and then you can grab that double and put it on top. So from here, you show the pack, you grab the invisible hair, and you do that, which is a really cool rising card effect anyway. And then you say, that wasn't your card. Watch, if I do this, it changes into the 5 of clubs. Was that your card? And this is a great quick revelation to do. It's also a great routine to do. It's also a great move to do as part of a multiple selection. I'll tell you what I've also played around with doing this, and this works really well if you like misdirection style magic. You can have the card second from top. You can do the rising card and have it come out. And you go, is that your card? And they go, no. Don't cover it. Say, look, I tell you what, hold your hand out for me. And as you draw attention over here and they hold their hand out, you push the next card up and you say, look, hold your hand out, because snap your fingers. See, it's changed. Now, if you do that, you want to make sure that these cards line up perfectly, because you haven't got this hand that's going to help you lining them up. But full speed, look, there's the first one. Whoop, there it is. Was that your card? No. Let me see if I can change it. Boom, there you go, 5 of diamonds. How's that? Is that your card? And it's great. It's a real crowd pleaser when you're performing to lay people. They love the first rising card, and then they love the second one. The way to practice it, honestly, is just to keep doing that. Just do 2, drop them. Do 2, drop them. It's really a grip more than anything else. And with practice, you'll get it almost perfect. And then you can be here and do this. And if you want to practice it this way and just put them on the face, you can do that as well. You can even have, here's now, you know, if you want to combine stuff, let's say that you've had 4 people pick cards, and you've controlled them to the top of the deck because you're insane. You want to do a 4-card multiple revelation. So you've had 4 cards picked. So we could do it like this. Say stop, Michael.
Stop.
Queen of spades, say stop.
Stop.
9 diamonds, say stop.
Stop.
That would be the king of hearts, and one more, say stop.
Stop.
That'd be the 9 of spades. So you got 4 cards, which is 4 cards. Don't know if you're going to be able to remember those, but try your best. Now those cards get shuffled into the pack and lost completely, never to be seen again.
Don't know where they are. Do you?
No idea.
No
idea, Michael. So now to find the first card, I take a hair, wrap it around the pack, and I pull up, and I get the 9 of spades. Hey. That was one of them. If I take the 9 of spades and rub it, it turns into the king of hearts. That's the second one. If I take the king of hearts and put it here, watch, no moves, I just hit it, it turns into the 9 of diamonds. That's the third one. And then the final one is I do that and I get the queen of spades. And we've used 3 of our moves to create a 4-card multiple revelation. So there you go. That's your 5th color change. So there you go, guys. That's another video in the bag. 5 color changes that you might not have seen before that you're probably not using. And if you're not, why not? You now know what you need to do to put those into your repertoire. 2 things. 1, if you'd like to see another one of these videos on color changes, please let me know. There's a million. We can probably do 20 of these videos and never repeat content. So if you want to see more of these, please let me know. And also, if you want to get access to way more color changes, go and join the Netrix. www.thenetrix.com. It's my online streaming platform for magicians. There are hundreds of sleights all catalogued down. There's hundreds of tricks. We add 5 new tricks every fortnight. The Netrix is the place to be if you want to learn more about magic and you want to upskill yourself as a magician and a performer. You can check it out by going to www.thenetrix.com. But outside of that, learn these 5 color changes. Please enjoy them. I will see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Craig from Magic TV.